Hello, algebra students. This is the video I promised you. We're going to start the second semester with this kind of stuff just to make sure we're getting it. I'm getting a strong sense that too many of you aren't getting it. Now, there might be a couple of reasons. One, you might have learned it wrong and you've been reinforcing it wrong for years, and so that's why you're having trouble. Two, you might have just never cared. Well, I'm giving you a last chance to care, because if you don't care, then you will do poorly in high school mathematics from here on out. These are two of the most basic things that you need to do. So, pardon me, I am going to sneeze. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud. All right, first thing you're going to do, I have 4 problems here, all about order of operations. You need to pause the video, and you need to critique my work. My answers are in red. You need to, in your notebook, write this problem down, write down my answer, maybe in a different color, and then decide if you think it's right or wrong. Explain your answer. Explain why I'm wrong. Don't just say, I know it's the wrong answer. Tell me why. Go deeper than the surface level. You hear that, Michael? I need you to go deep on this, okay? Too long, we've just relied on our own smarts to get us through, and it's starting to backfire on a lot of you. The material is getting more challenging, and you're not preparing, and therefore your grades are dropping, okay? It's going to get worse. So let's fix it right now. Let's start the second semester. We're on a new foot, and let's do our best, because I know you can. I believe in you. All right, did you hear that, Casey? I believe in you. You have to do this. All right, so you should have paused the video, okay? Here come my solutions. Now, if I was doing this one, number 1 is definitely incorrect. Definitely incorrect. Because of the order of operations, I'm supposed to do multiplication first. So I'll have 5 minus 3 times 2 is 6. 5 minus 6 is negative 1. Oops, not negative 7, excuse me. Said the right thing, wrote the wrong thing. All right, negative 1. There is the correct answer to the problem. Okay? If you're wondering how I got 4, some of you would do left to right. You just go 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. That is incorrect. The order of operations specifically says you do your parentheses first, right? And then you do your exponents, right? Your exponents, okay? And then you do the multiplication or the division, whichever comes first, left to right. Now this problem didn't have division, it only had multiplication. Okay, it also has subtraction, but I hadn't mentioned that yet. You have addition and subtraction, which have equal weight left to right. So I do the multiplication first, then I do the subtraction. Problem number 2. This answer is also incorrect, because when it's just multiplication and division, I need to go left to right. So the first thing I'm going to do is 12 divided by 3, which is 4, and 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 is the correct solution. Now, I have you critique my work because some of you insist that you're doing it right when you're not. I'm trying to show you that your way isn't working, and so I need you to follow the correct way. I know it's hard because you have been reinforcing the problem, okay? Reinforcing the wrong way to do it. That's why we're taking time. Excuse me. All right, so this problem 3 says 4x squared when x equals 3. So I wrote down 4 times 3 squared, which is the same as 12 squared, which is 144. And this is absolutely incorrect. First of all, I've always suggested to you that when you write down, when you substitute in, you should always use parentheses. Okay? Now, the parentheses help make it clear what's being squared. Only the 3. According to the order of operations, I need to do exponents before I do multiplication. So this problem is 4 times 9. Where did I get the 9 from? 3 times 3. 3 squared is 9. And then 4 times 9 is 36. You see, this answer wasn't even close because you have to do exponents before multiplication. All right. Problem number 4. I got 424. And this is an incorrect answer. I'm going to show you the right way to do this one. Hopefully you're doing this on your own and you already got the right answer. Okay. So let's see here. Let's do my work in blue this time. Okay, first thing I do is parentheses. So I see 2 sets of parentheses. I've got these and I've got these braces here. brackets, excuse me. Okay, well, I start inside as far as I can go. Now, inside the parentheses, I see an exponent, I see subtraction, and I see multiplication. Well, that means that I'm going to follow the order of operations inside the parentheses. So I'm going to do the exponent, then I'm going to do the multiplication, and then I'm going to subtract. So my problem is going to look like this. 8, okay, and then in these parentheses, I'm going to have a 25, and then minus 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. And I don't know if I left myself enough room to show all this work, but I'll do the best I can. All right, so then I'm going to have 8 times the quantity of, what do I have here? 25 minus 12? Well, that's 13. 25 minus 12 is 13. And then it says minus 10. Okay. So now I still have to work inside these parentheses. There's subtraction left. So I'm going to have 8 times 3. And 8 times 3 is 24. There is your correct solution. All right. Okay, now I want you to do these 4 problems. Oops, sorry. I want you to do these 4 problems, A, B, C, and D, in your notebook. Bring them completed into class. See if you can do them right. I'm not going to give you the right answers right now. We'll talk about those in class. All right. Now there's one other thing we need to do, solving equations and inequalities. And there's a problem here. Too many of you are trying to follow the order of operations. And you're allowed to, but you're not remembering to distribute. When you get rid of multiplication or division and there's more than one term, you have to multiply or divide all the terms. So I am going to start insisting that you do it my way. Too many of you are getting it wrong, doing it your own way. It's not that my way is the only way that works, it's that your way works, but you're not doing it right. So to me, it's foolish to keep doing it your own way when you keep getting the wrong answer. So I'm going to teach this one more time, and from now on, I'm going to start insisting that you use the reverse order of operations. You undo subtraction and addition before you undo division and multiplication. All right, so problem number 1. I see addition, right? I see subtraction or a negative, I'm not sure which yet, and I see multiplication. Well, according to the reverse order of operations, I'm going to get rid of the subtraction and the addition first. So I'm going to choose to get rid of this 5. It's a positive 5. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. When I do that, these cancel. Now be careful here. This is a very common mistake. Many of you are going to write down 3x, and that's absolutely incorrect. It is not 3x. It's negative 3x. Yeah, that negative belongs to the 3. I wonder, on the midterm, were you highlighting? Were you marking things like that? I didn't see much highlighting going on. All right. Now, I've got a negative 3x attached, or negative 3 attached to x by multiplication, so therefore I need to divide by negative 3. And I'm going to divide by negative 3. And so that means that x is going to equal negative 7/3. Or if you want to go mixed number, you could go x equals negative 2 1/3. I'm not going to go to a decimal on that. If I did, it would be x equals 2 3/10 repeating. But I'm not going to a decimal. I'm not running to my calculator. I don't need to. There's your correct answer. All right, 2. Please pause the video. See if you can do number 2 on your own. All right, here comes my solution. First step is to get rid of the addition. I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. That will leave me with a negative x over 2 equal to 3. I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 2. That's going to cancel the 2's. The negatives are going to cancel. I'm going to be left with x equals negative 6. There you go. Feel free to check your answer. Stick a negative 6 in here. Negative 6 divided by 2 plus 7. Well, a negative minus a negative, those negatives cancel. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Look at that, it checks. If I go back and check this first one, it'll work the same way. If I plug negative 7/3 in here and I add 5 to it, I'm going to get 12. Okay, if you don't believe me, do it. All right, now here I have a couple inequalities, and when I solve these, I'm also going to graph them on a number line. All right, so again, pause the video, see if you can do it on your own. Here comes my solution for number 3. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. At this point in the year, you shouldn't need me to tell you every little step. You should have those steps mastered. Okay, so now I'm going to divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. X, this is going to be negative 12.5. And it's going to be greater than or equal to. Now, too many of you still graph incorrectly. You don't follow the suggestion. I know you have to show negative 12.5. It's going to be a closed point because it's equal to. Now you don't know which way to shade. Well, gosh darn it. Remember the test? Plug in a number that makes this true. Make it obvious. Don't trick yourself. This is a negative 12. How about you pick 10? 10 is way bigger than negative 12.5. Where is 10 on the number line? It's over to the right. So I'm going to shade to the right. Always test it. Don't use any little tricks. Your little tricks won't work all the time. I guarantee it. I can show you scenarios where they won't work. All right. Number 4, please go ahead and try to solve it on your own. Sorry, just moving that out of the way. Okay, if you're still watching, here comes my solution. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 10 to both sides. Add 10, and I'm going to get 5x is greater than negative 20. I'm going to divide by 5, divide by 5, and x is going to be greater than negative 4. Notice the inequality did not flip. Why not? Because I didn't divide by a negative. You only flip it when you multiply or divide by a negative. So I'm going to show negative 4. Okay, blank is greater than negative 4. Again, pick a number that makes it true. I'm going to have an open point there. All right, how about 2? 2 is greater than negative 4. 2 would be to the right. I'm going to shade this way. Always test it. Okay, here are 4 more problems for you to do in your notebook. You try these problems, bring your solutions in to class. I am not going to give you the answers. We will talk about them Monday, January 4th. All right, I hope you're enjoying your break. That's it for the video. I think we're running on, 14 minutes here. So have a good night and enjoy the rest of your break. Mr. Lawrence signing off. Good night, everybody.